Hi, my name is Lisa. I'm an instructor here at the YMCA. All right, so today we're going to start out by just standing up nice and tall. You're going to plant your feet down to the floor with the toes forward, heels back. And when you're ready, you're going to inhale and sweep the arms up and over the head, reaching up nice and high. And as you exhale, we're going to fold over the legs and come into our forward bend. Just releasing your head down to the floor and finding the lengthening through the back of the legs. And if you need to, if you have trouble reaching the floor, you can always bend the knees slightly, come up a little bit higher to your shins. Or if you have a block available, you can use the blocks underneath and use those to come into your forward bend. And when you're ready to come out of it, you press into the floor, lift and reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, release your hands down to the side. Downward facing dog, you're going to step to the top of your mat, toes forward, heels back, and just release your hands down. On your inhale, sweep the arms up and over the head. And on your exhale, fold over your legs, coming into your forward bend, reaching your hands to the floor. Slightly bend the knees if you need to, and step the feet back one at a time into your downward facing dog. Press the hands into the floor, hips up towards the ceiling, heels down to the floor. And breathe. So through this pose, you'll find lengthening through the back of the legs and also focusing on your breath. When you're ready to come out of your pose, you simply start to walk your feet forward, nice and slowly. Come back into your forward bend. And then to come out of it, slowly bend the knees and slowly roll yourself up to come back into your standing position. We're going to go over our Warrior Two. Warrior Two is our warrior stance. It helps to strengthen through the legs. It helps to strengthen through the upper body as well as the arms. So in order to find that pose, you're going to start by standing at the top of your mat, just finding that nice lengthening through the spine. And when you're ready, you take one foot and step it back, opening up through the back of the heel and toes, and reaching the arms out, sinking nice and deeply into that front knee. Reaching through the tips of the fingers, keeping the arms strong, and your gaze is over the right fingertips or whatever hand is in front of you, just finding that warrior pose. You want to stay here for about 3 to 4 breaths, breathing nice and deeply, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. I'm going to go over our chair pose. Chair pose is great to help work on strengthening through the legs. It helps to lengthen through the back of the body and also helps to strengthen the upper body through the arms. So in order to come into your chair pose, you're going to step to the top of your mat. Toes forward, heels back, find the lengthening in the body. As you inhale, reach the arms up and over the head, reaching up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, sit back into your chair pose. So a chair pose is exactly like it sounds. You want to sit back like you're sitting into a chair, right? But of course, as you're a beginner or if you're more advanced, you're going to go as deeply as you can go. Press the hips back, find the lengthening through the arms, and breathe. On your inhale, you're going to press into the floor, reach the fingertips up to the ceiling, and on your exhale, release your hands down to the side. Go over tree pose. Tree pose is a great pose to help you find your balance. It helps to work on strengthening the legs, working on the core, as well as working through the upper body. So in order to find that pose, you're going to start by standing up nice and tall, toes forward, heels back. And just shifting your weight over to one of your legs, you're going to place your foot. You can either place it up on a high, up into the thigh, pressing the foot into the thigh and the thigh back into the foot in order to lock yourself in there. If you're having trouble placing the foot up high, you can always bring it to your shin, or you can bring that foot to the floor. Or another option is to always go to the wall and find your balance with holding on to with one hand. Once you have your balance, you can bring your hands to the heart and just press into the palms, shoulders down, really rooting that leg down into the floor. So just like a tree, you want to press the floor legs down into the floor. You want to reach up through the trunk of the body. And then if you have your balance, you reach the arms up towards the ceiling. And your arms are almost like your branches that reach up and out. And if you have your balance, lift the gaze up towards the ceiling and breathe. Stay here for a few breaths. Deep inhales and exhales through the nose, just finding that focus. And then once you're ready to come out of the pose, just bring your hands down towards your heart and gently release that foot down to the floor.